Today we are starting a new series called Coaching Chronicles. In Coaching Chronicles, I am going to talk about some real life coaching case studies that I have personally handled. You know that I have coached more than 5,000 corporate professionals over the last decade and a half, and I have helped them achieve tremendous success in their life, in their career. So here I am going to pick up some specific case studies and talk about those real life examples where we will look at the problem statement with these people had come to me and what kind of solutions I provided them and how they were able to use these solutions to make progress in their career and in their life. So obviously I'll be changing their names just to protect their identity, but these are real life coaching case studies that I'm going to talk about in this video series. Hi, my name is Anjani B Kuumar and welcome to my channel. So in the first episode of Coaching Chronicles, I am going to take up the case study of Ravi Dixit. Ravi came to me when he was working with a large organization and working in a particular department where he was in the middle management level position. Now his core problem statement was that he was not able to balance his work and personal life. I'm sure all of you can relate to this problem because all of us face this kind of a problem where there is an issue of work-life balance. And it was really affecting his personal life because in the initial conversations, he told me very clearly that every day he comes to the office in the morning, and because obviously he has to go through the traffic and he starts early at around 8 a.m. from his home and then reaches office at around 9:30, and then there is no fixed time to go back, and most of the time he ends up working till 8:30, 9:30 p.m. and by the time he reaches home he is extremely tired and he's not able to pay any attention to his family, his wife, his kids, and they feel neglected to that extent, and he also feels very bad about it. But unfortunately this is what his life is and he's facing this huge challenge. And this is very normal. This is a problem which so many people face in the corporate world. And on top of that, he also told me that while his office was 5-day working, but many a times he would end up going to office on a Saturday also, and sometimes even on Sundays as well. So that's typically what was happening with him, and he came to me for help. So obviously this was one key problem which he had narrated, apart from many other things in terms of overall career progression and all. But my whole point to him was that you are stuck in this situation. You are not able to figure out what to do, and you are keep getting entangled in this whole thing where your personal life is suffering, and unfortunately in professional life also he was not able to do much because he was stuck in this whole routine which he was following every day. And when you get stuck in routine, it becomes very difficult to come out of it. You become a slave of routine, which I keep saying all the time. So from my perspective, what my job was to give him some direction through which he is able to break this routine. He is able to come out of being the slave of routine and figure out a life of his own where it was not about achieving a balance in personal and professional life, but probably how he could better integrate them, how he can ensure that his personal life does not suffer and he does not feel guilty about it. So with this problem statement, I started working with him. And interestingly, the first thing that I told him is that you pick up 2 days in a week. And this was the solution which was given to him by me. I said, you pick up 2 days in a week and you get up from your workstation at 7 p.m. in the evening and just leave. Now he was shocked to hear this because he said, then what will happen to all the work? What will people feel? And what I told him is that you need to go and announce it to people around you, your peers, your subordinate and your superiors, and just tell them that these 2 days of the week, probably a Tuesday or a Thursday, whatever days you feel that you don't have some important meetings and for which you need to be there, but just announce that these 2 days you plan to leave office at 7 p.m. in the evening. And he was initially very reluctant, but when I pushed him, he finally agreed that he will try. And after that, I met him in the next coaching session after a month. And then I asked him that what exactly happened? Could he do that? And then to his surprise, he himself said that, I never expected that I could do that. But at least now every week, at least one day, I am able to leave at 7 p.m. And just because I have told everybody else, they are also cooperative. They don't keep anything after 7 p.m. And as of now, I'm not able to do it on both the days, but at least one day I'm able to do. And in fact, my family members are surprised that for the last 4 weeks, at least on a particular day in the week, I'm coming home in time, I'm spending time with them, and I'm feeling so good about it. Now, I told him that you are actually holding yourself. Why not you are doing on the second day also? You should do it on both days of the week. Because ultimately the whole idea is to understand this whole issue of slavery of routine. And I explained the whole concept to him, saying that the whole work environment in a way is very addictive. It has been created in a manner, and this was an example, which was pre-COVID. So we had not seen lockdowns and all and work from home. So I told him that, because it's so addictive, you start picking all your energies from this work environment. You start believing that unless you are present in this particular environment, you will not be able to participate in everything. You will be missing out, and what is called today FOMO, fear of missing out. That is what you start, that's the kind of sense you start developing. And that is the reason you don't want to leave. Even if when you see that by 7 p.m. you can leave on a particular day and nothing happens, still for so many years you were not doing it. And I told him that I can guarantee you that even if you leave on the other day also, nothing will happen. This is a mindset that we have to break. This is where we have to understand that this addiction, this slavery of routine, we have to come out of it. And many of us are actually suffering from this, being a slave of the routine, but still we are not able to break it. We are stuck in this whole issue and we keep struggling. We don't find this balance and integration between work and life. Our personal life suffers, our professional life also suffers, but we feel that this is the only way to operate in this professional world. No, this is not the only way to operate. There are better ways of operating in this professional world, but unfortunately, there is nobody else who will tell you these solutions, and that's where probably an external person who is your well-wisher, your coach, your mentor can show you and sometimes force you to actually find a solution to it. In this particular case, I actually forced him to get up at 7 p.m. and leave the office, right? And by telling him, giving him the comfort that it will not affect his professional standing in the organization, right? So that is where, all of us need to understand and learn, and especially from this case study, that there are times when, we are actually stuck because of our mindset. We are trapped. We think that this is the only way to operate. And that's where, you need to break this mindset. You need to find solutions which in a way are very simple, but you're not able to actually see them. And that's where if there is somebody who can guide you, who can direct you in that direction, it will really help you in coming out and trying to become successful in whatever you are doing. So this was a particular case study where one was stuck in this whole slavery of routine, stuck, not able to balance his personal and professional life. And just by taking some small steps, he was able to come out of it. And let me also tell you, when I met him for the next session after a month, he was able to actually leave at 7 p.m. twice a week on both the days. And it was absolutely fine. He was not suffering. He was doing well. He was feeling much better. He was having a much better interaction with his family members in the evening. And he was feeling much good, and next morning when he used to come, he was recharged and he started feeling very well. And because obviously my coaching interaction was with him for a full 1 year period, in this whole year apart, this was just one problem statement, but I was able to help him in making an overall balance between the personal and professional life, in being able to integrate both of these things together, make him understand that one does not need to sacrifice one to get benefits on the other. there is a better way to operate also. So I think it'll be a good idea for all of you to take his example and understand from this case study that there are easier ways to handle some of these problems. You can make your life better if you're suffering from the same problem. And please go and implement the simple solution and see that how it benefits you. So if you have liked this particular case study and have picked some good learnings from this, give it a thumbs up, share it with family and friends. And then if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, put them in the comment section below. I'll answer them. And then I'll see you in the next episode with another case study of Coaching Chronicles. Thank you very much.